Happy Sunday evening, everybody. This is your girl, Tawana, with Table Talks with Tawana, and my husband, William.
How y'all doing?
We're going to be talking about from toughening to thriving. We probably toughed it out just last week, too, didn't we?
I'm sure we did.
Absolutely. But today I've been promising this video. So today we're going to be talking about marriage and how we make our marriage last. How we make it work. And a lot of people think that we got some secret sauce, some secret key or special key, and basically it's a choice.
Absolutely. I think one of our, there's a few different key points, but when we set our vows, we included God in that, and for us to turn our back on God in this three-pronged relationship, that's something we promised we would never do.
We did. So we said we wouldn't get a divorce.
That's correct.
We said that in the beginning. So what you think about is what you become. And we've had some very serious rough patches because I know I didn't love myself. And I was expecting you to love me the way I'm supposed to love myself. So when you didn't give me that love, and you spoiled me, I'm a brat, but you are too.
Absolutely.
And both our parents, we come from controlling backgrounds. So our mothers they loved us a lot, but I felt like they didn't want us to make a lot of the mistakes that they made, but they didn't realize we had to, quote unquote, make our own mistakes, and learn.
That's how you learn. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. So, but don't you think that it's because of our friendship that's kept us? Because it wasn't always love.
No. Like you said, in long-lasting relationships, you fall in and out of love. Different seasons, different ways. You grow up, you tolerate less. Your body's changing. There's a lot of different variants, that, you have to tough through. But giving up was not one of them, I think like we said in the beginning, that was going to be, our standing point is not to give up. So.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely going to come out with we're not going to tell everything, because I think our marriage survived a lot of things that other people's marriages didn't survive.
Correct. It's give and take on both sides. And if somebody wants to take the forefront of the marriage, well, then to me, that's not true. For the simple fact, it takes two. You have to give a little and take a little on both sides. You can't be just the dominant one and that's it and think this thing is going to work, because I guarantee you it won't.
Well, I think that's what I like about you. You had asked me, and you said, I'll say this. He asked me, he said, I bet you was looking for another man. I was like, yeah, sometimes I did, because I just was looking, I think, and you said something, that women are, we watch Cinderella too much. And I got offended when you said that, but you're right. I was looking for something that the world said I should have. But really what I wanted is what I already have.
Right.
Because I like the fact that, I'm an alpha woman and you're an alpha male, but we know how to balance the lead.
Right. Absolutely. It's still always, to me, it always comes down to being a better you. If you're being the best you can be, and I'm being the best me I can be, oh my God, you know what I mean? That's life-changing. However, if you're kind of half of a person trying to figure out who you are, and I'm half of a person trying to figure out who I am, well, that just makes a person. But if you're a full person, I'm a full person. Those two coming together, just like you said, is that double-barrel shotgun, you know what I mean? And, it's hard to penetrate that.
Yeah, that's true. And I feel like, when we see, so many times people stumble over the I won't say the fact of love, the ideal of love in a marriage. They stumble over that. And so I feel like they missed the whole point of marriage is meant to bring out the best in each other. So we grew up together, like when I was hurting, you was there, and when you was hurting, I was there. Especially when you allowed me to be, I noticed that you had to learn how to trust me with your heart first.
Absolutely, yeah. People, in different stages of their lives, whether it's childhood or wherever, you know what I mean? A lot of people that I know that marriages didn't make it was, kind of torn up somewhere in between, them, their childhood, and them getting with their spouse, and some different things happening. So your heart and the word love, those are very, very powerful things. Love
Right.
is a very powerful word, one. And two, nobody wants to really walk around heartbroken, whether it's from somebody that got molested, or something like that they're carrying that baggage into a totally different relationship. You know what I mean? Without getting the proper therapy or whatever it is. A lot of us walk around thinking we can heal ourselves, but we need therapy. There are so many different things going on in our community by us being held back. The jobs ain't equal. The schooling ain't right. Everybody on ADHD medicine. We got this disease, that disease. I mean, it's uneven already. So to drag some stuff from your past into something totally, different, you see what I'm saying, and you haven't healed from it, well, that's baggage you're bringing in that you haven't healed from. So guess what? You're going to prolong that healing in, with a new relationship. So you got to look at it like, is that fair to do to somebody else? You know what I mean? And then just think, if the other person has baggage, then both of y'all bagging or
And that's what we
dragging baggage
did.
in. Yeah, exactly.
We were both dragging baggage. So I think that's why I began to, being a hairstylist, you hear everybody's, so I was thinking, well, shoot, I can heal too, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I had to start loving me.
Right.
And I feel like when I started loving me, I was able to effectively love you.
Right.
And not love you the way I thought I needed to love you. If I gave you what you need, you'll give me what I need. But we had to learn each other's love languages, because my love language is totally different from yours.
That's right.
Your love language might be when I get off when I get home off the road, have some, I want some food. So I learned that. Or, babe, just let me, be on, listen to my music, stuff like that. And you learn my love language, which I'm still learning my love language, But, when you bring me cashews home, I like that. That's a love language for me, or even just making sure that we have stability of home and stuff like that. That meant a lot. That means a lot, But we won't keep it long, because we're going to do a table talk around our anniversary.
Yeah, that's great. If y'all didn't get it, fellas, there's more than one nut. She said cashews. So you don't miss it.
He's funny. I thought I said cashew.
You did.
You see what I'm saying? But this is what I love about my husband. I stopped thinking of what I didn't like about him. I think what makes me grow more in love with him is remembering what I do love about him and like about him.
That's
so
right.
Our daughter's about to come in the car. Thank you guys for listening.
Peace.
And love.